Okay, students, last hour we have seen successive differentiation. In that, we are in the part of second derivative. Once again, we shall take its recapitulation. Then we continue problems based on that. So, yesterday, what we have seen is that whenever you are given a function y equal to f of x dy by dx, I mean derivative of y with respect to x, it is called as, in particular, first derivative of function y with respect to x, and further this quantity can be again differentiable. So when we differentiate dy by dx, means in particular when we consider dy dx of dy by dx, keep in mind it will be second time differentiation of y. The result is called as second derivative or double derivative, and it is being denoted by d2y by dx2. As I said yesterday, it should be read as d2y by dx2 rather than d square y by dx square. So you keep in mind, you have to read it as d2y by dx2, whose other notations are y2, or it is also equal to y double dash, or also equal to f double dash of x, or also equal to capital D square of y. These are all various notations for second derivative. All of them give same meaning, only thing different in writing. Yesterday already we met some number of examples. Still we continue more number of examples under the head of second differentiation or second order derivatives. Let's write. Let's have next problem. Next problem under the head of second derivatives. Number I told yesterday only, you go on maintaining question number, because next day I may not able to remember how many questions yesterday we solved. You please go on maintaining number of questions as well as solution. Next question. If y equals to e raised to x into cos x, then find y2. Means second differentiation of y. Solution. First we consider given function. Given function is y equals to e power x into cos x. Call 1. So let's differentiate 1 continuously 2 times by known rules and formulas. Differentiating 1 with respect to x. Left side y1, right side using product rule because of product of functions. By product rule, first function e power x as it is into differentiation of cos x is minus of sin x, plus second function cos x as it is into differentiation of e power x is e power x, or y1 equals to minus e power x into sin x plus e power x into cos x. Suppose if you are asking question like y2 in terms of y as well as y1, so it is better to write this quantity as y, because y is given as e power x into cos x. Let's write y as e power x into cos x. Hence now y1 becomes minus e power x into sin x plus y. Call 2. Since from 1 and what is result we got, we yet again differentiate. Now differentiating 1 In fact, differentiating 2 again with respect to x. Differentiation of y1 denoted as y2. Whereas in right hand side, overall sum rule, but here we need to apply product rule, minus of bracket. Here by product rule, first function e power x into differentiation of sin x is cos x, plus second function sin x into differentiation of e power x is e power x, plus differentiation of y is nothing but y1. Further, y2 equals to minus of. Again from equation 1, e power x into cos x can be written as y, plus even for that e power x sin x, from this equation 2 we can replace and some equivalent expression. Let's see in the next stage. E power x sin x plus y1. You may call it as 3. Let's use equation 2 for e power x sin x. That value we shall introduce in equation 3. Now write from 2. From 2, actually minus e power x sin x becomes here plus, y1 becomes here minus. That means e power x into sin x can be written as y minus y1. Say equation 4. Now from 4 using in 3. So from 4 using in 3, in particular for e power x into sin x. y2 will be given by minus of y plus y minus y1. You please note this step very correctly. What we done is that we have taken the value of e power x into sin x from equation 4 in equation 3 in that appropriate place. Plus there is already y1. Still we have some part of simplification. y2 equals to y plus y, 2y, along with minus, which becomes minus 2y. Then minus into minus plus y1, plus there is already y1. So finally y2 becomes 2y1 minus 2y, or you can take common as 2. That becomes 2 into bracket y1 minus y. That's the final result for y2 in this problem. Next problem. If y equals to cos inverse x, if y equal to cos inverse x, then express means write, then express y2 in terms of y alone. Its meaning is that we have to get d2y by dx2, and thereafter we have to express it only in the form of y. Means our y2 should appear only in terms of y, should not be other than y. So right solution. Given y equals to cos inverse of x, you may call it as 1. Because of question is that express y2 in terms of y alone, so we shall starting only convert x in terms of y. So by definition of inverse trigonometrical functions, what already we know is that whenever y is equal to cos inverse of x implies that x equal to cos y. Set 2. Now differentiating 2 again with respect to x. In fact, first time this. So differentiating 2 with respect to x. Left side differentiation of x with respect to x 1. Right side differentiation of cos y minus sin y. Not only minus sin y into dy by dx. Or from this only dy by dx can be written as minus 1 divided by sin y. Further, 1 divided by sin y is equally same as cosec y. Hence, dy by dx equal to minus of cosec y. Call equation 3. Now differentiating 3 once again with respect to x. On differentiating 3 with respect to x, left side notation is d2y by dx2, right side minus outside because constant into differentiation of cosec y with respect to x. So now d2y by dx2 equals to minus of. By standard formula list, we know that differentiation of cosec x is minus cosec x into cot x. Similarly here, minus cosec y into cot y. Not only minus cosec y cot y into differentiation of y is dy by dx. Further, d2y by dx2 equals to cosec y cot y, the minus the minus is plus into dy by dx. Now let's use the value of dy by dx from 3 in this equation. The value of dy by dx is found as minus cosec y. We shall use here so that our result of y2 becomes only in terms of y alone. So now, on using value of dy by dx as minus cosec y in this equation, what we get is that y2 equals to cosec y cot y So let's use the value of dy by dx, what it is found as minus cosec y. Finally, y2 equals to minus of cosec y into cosec y is cosec square y multiplied by cot y. That's the final answer. And by this answer, what we can experience is that y2 we got, no doubt, and we got it only in terms of y. That's what this problem speciality. Question was given that express double derivative only in terms of y. The same thing we got here. Next question. Next question, if y equal to secant inverse x, then find d2y by dx2 in terms of y. Solution, given y equal to sec inverse of x, call 1. By definition of inverse trigonometrical functions, this implies x equal to sec y. Differentiating 2 with respect to x. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. Right hand side, differentiation of sec y is sec y tan y into dy by dx. Or from this dy by dx equals to 1 divided by sec y into tan y. So you can write 1 by sec y as cos y, 1 by tan y as cot y if you want. Don't want, we can keep it as it is. No wrong in that. So let's write in another format, dy by dx equal to cos y cot y. Say equation 3. Because 1 by secant y can be written as cos y, at the same time 1 by tan y can be written as cot y from trigonometrical concepts. Now differentiate 3 second time. On differentiating 3 with respect to x, left side d2y by dx2, but right side we need to apply compulsorily product rule. First function cos y into differentiation of cot y is minus cosec square y into dy by dx plus second function cot y into differentiation of cos y is minus sin y into dy by dx. Now here minus, minus common, dy by dx also common, hence d2y by dx2 equals to minus of dy by dx into bracket. Keep in mind, we taken the common minus of dy by dx in that complete right hand side. So left over is cos y cosec square y plus sin y into cot y. But our problem is to write the dy by dx square only in terms of y. So let's use value of dy by dx. And the value of dy by dx is cos y into cot y. Let us use here. Now d2y by dx2 equals to minus of. For dy by dx we can write as cos y into cot y. In the bracket cos y cosec square y plus sin y into cot y. And if you want, you can introduce this term into the bracket, or else you can stop there. But it's after all an expression completely in terms of y. That's the final answer. Like this, you can try yourself for the question like if y equal to sin inverse x, y equal to tan inverse x, y equal to cot inverse x, etc. You put yourself question and try to get y2 only in terms of y. It's a good exercise for your people at home. Remaining, sin inverse x, cot inverse x, tan inverse x, cosec inverse x, you put yourself and you get y2 only in the format of y. But procedure is same, like in these two problems. Our next problems under this second derivatives, they are quite important problems for both theory as well as MCQ. So for the upcoming problems, as far as theory concerned, you work out with steps, and as far as MCQ exam, KCET exam concerned, try to memorize these answers. Now write important problems on second derivative. Important problems on second derivatives. Right in that first question, under important problems, if y equals to 3 sin x minus 5 cos x, then show that or prove that, whatever it can be given, then show that d2y by dx2 equals to minus of y, or it is equally same as d2y by dx2 plus y equal to 0. Solution. First write given problem. Given, what is given? Y equal to 3 sin x minus 5 cos x. Call 1. Now let's differentiate 1 2 times continuously with respect to x. Differentiating 1 with respect to x. Left side notation is dy by dx. Right side overall sum, we have to apply sum rule. 3 into derivative of sin x minus 5 into derivative of cos x. Further, dy by dx equals to 3 into the derivative of sin x is cos x. Whereas the differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, so minus of minus will become plus 5 sin x, cos 2. Next we have to differentiate 2 yet again with respect to x. Differentiating 2 again with respect to x. Left hand side, symbol is d2y by dx2. Right hand side, once again by sum. In that process, 3 into differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, 5 into differentiation of sin x is cos x, that is minus 3 sin x plus 5 cos x. But our problem is asking in the format to prove that d2 over dx2 equal to minus of y. This has to be transferred in the format of y. For that, y is 3 sin x minus 5 cos x. We shall take in the right hand side common as minus. On taking minus common in right hand side, we left with 3 sin x minus 5 cos x. So now 3 sin x minus 5 cos x is exactly equals to y. So finally d2 over dx2 equal to minus y, since from 1. That's the required result. I hope you understood this problem scheme. Working method. Very simple. Just differentiate 2 times. At the end, take common factor minus to get it back in the format of y. Next question. If y equals to, second question, under important problem scheme, if y equals to a sin alpha x plus b cos alpha x. So one can take this as last problem generalization. Last problem can be treated as particular. Here it is generalization. The last question, a and b were something like 3 and minus 5, alpha was 1. Here a, b, alpha are some real numbers. If y equal to a sin alpha x plus b cos alpha x, where a, b, alpha are real numbers, understood, non-zero real numbers, then show that d2y by dx2 plus, then show that d2y by dx2 plus alpha square y equal to 0, or it may be given equal to minus of alpha square y. Right solution. First write yet again given function. Once again write a given function separately in your notes. but I am adjusting here only. What is given? You are given that y equal to a sin alpha x plus b cos alpha x, call it as 1. Differentiating 1 with respect to x, it is first time. Left side dy by dx, right side sum rule, because there is a sum of functions. In that, a outside into derivative of sin alpha x plus b into derivative of cos alpha x. That is equals to a into. Now, sin alpha x differentiation is cos alpha x into alpha, the total a alpha cos alpha x. Similarly, the differentiation of cos alpha x is minus sin alpha x into alpha, that means b into minus alpha sin alpha x. Let's write a neat format. In the process of writing systematically, alpha can be taken as common. With alpha being common, in the bracket left is a cos alpha x minus b sin alpha x. This is dy by dx. This result we have to yet again differentiate. Now differentiating 2 once again with respect to x. Differentiating 2 again. So when we differentiate dy by dx, result will be second derivative, notation d2y by dx2, right hand side, alpha completely outside, because it is a multiplying constant. In the bracket we need to apply sum rule, a into derivative of cos alpha x minus b into derivative of sin alpha x. Now that is equals to alpha into bracket. Differentiation of cos alpha x means minus alpha sin alpha x, overall becomes minus a alpha sin alpha x. Similarly here, the differentiation of sin alpha x is alpha cos alpha x, means b alpha cos alpha x. Now here alpha, here also alpha, here minus, here also minus, means we can take common factor as minus of alpha. The total becomes alpha into minus alpha. After being taken common as minus alpha from the bracket, left over is a sin alpha x plus b cos alpha x. Finally, d2y by dx2 equals to alpha into alpha is alpha square along with minus alpha square, and this bracket will be exactly equal to our given function. Our given function is y. Y means a sin alpha x plus b cos alpha x. That value can be here written into y, since from 1. Or finally, of course it is same at one end. Finally, d2y by dx2 plus alpha square y equal to 0. That's the required result. So in MCQ examination type problems, A and B may be any kind of numbers. A may be 100, B may be 1000, A may be 1500, B may be 1000, etc. Does not matters, because our answer is independent of A and B. Suppose in MCQ problems, in KCET examination type, in particular, if alpha were 5, lastly your answer become minus 25y. If alpha is 1, your answer become minus y. If alpha is root 7, your answer become minus 7y. So try to remember this answer. Means whenever y is defined by a sin alpha x plus b cos alpha x, then answer of d2 over dx square is given by generally minus of alpha square y. You keep in memory. It is useful to save time, especially in MCQ problems. As I told, A, B, maybe anything does not matter, because our answer is totally independent of A but dependent of alpha. So whatever alpha is here, same thing will appear in the format of square. Next question. Next problem. Under important problems of second derivatives. If f of x equals to 5 e raised to 3x plus 7 e raised to minus 3x, then find f double dash x. Even it may be given to prove also. I am giving in the format of f double dash x. Solution. So let's consider given function. Yet again call it as and write the word that differentiating 1 with respect to x. Differentiation of fx will be f dash of x. Right hand side 5 into differentiation of e power 3x plus 7 into differentiation of e to the power of minus 3x. That is f dash x equals to 5 into differentiation of e to the power of 3x is 3 into e to the power of 3x plus 7 into differentiation of e to the power of minus 3x is minus 3 into e to the power of minus 3x. 5 into 3, 15, 7 into 3, 21, or else if you want you can take common factor 3. So f dash x equal to, with common factor being 3, left in the bracket is 5 e power 3x minus 7 e to the power of minus 3x. Call this as equation 2. And let's differentiate 2 again with respect to x. On differentiating 2 yet again with respect to x, left side differentiation of f dash x will be going to become as f double dash x. Right hand side overall sum rule 3 outside, then 5 into differentiation of e power 3x minus 7 into differentiation of e to the power of minus 3x. Further, f double dash x equals to 3 into bracket differentiation of e to the power of 3x means 3 e to the power of 3x, that is overall 5 into 3 e to the power of 3x minus 7 into differentiation of e to the power of minus 3x is minus 3 into e to the power of minus 3x, that becomes minus 7 into minus 3 into e to the power of minus 3x. That means 3 into, in the bracket we can take 3 common, along with minus and minus will become plus. So overall 3 into 3 into bracket 5 e power 3x plus 7 e power minus 3x. Three into 3, 9. At the same time, this bracket is nothing but our given function f of x. That becomes 9 into f of x. So f double dash x equal to 9 times of f of x. In MCQ level problems, this can be also asked as if this is a problem, then what is the value of f double dash x is to f of x. I mean, f double dash x divided by f of x, it becomes obviously 9. And this problem can be transferred to generalization like this. As a generalization can be written, if f of x equal to a e raised to alpha x plus b e raised to minus alpha x, where a, b, alpha are non-zero real numbers, then f double dash x can be equal to, or f double dash equal to, you can observe here 9. What is 9? 3 square. Here in the place of 3 we have an alpha, so naturally it becomes alpha square into f of x. So as far as the KCET examination concerned, try to memorize this generalization answer. In this kind of functions, f double dash x become alpha square into f of x. Still we have many examples under this type of important problems. We shall meet in the next class. Thank you.